Hi everybody, and welcome back to our home in the sticks. It's first week in August and it's time to do the off-season run on my backup generator. We've got a little 3300 watt generator. It's not enough to power the house, but it is something that'll let you run a couple of space heaters and keep your refrigerator plugged in so you can save your food while you're waiting for the power to come back on, and maybe a few lights, charge some phones, that kind of thing. And that's what we have. And most people just think about them in the wintertime, and come wintertime I want to know that mine's already working. So we're going to let it run and burn out all the fuel in it that we put in it last winter when we put it away, at the end of the winter actually. And I'm also going to load test it. Mine has two 1650 watt breakers on it, and I've got a 1500 watt appliance, a little radiator style space heater that I'm going to plug in and load test each one of the breakers on the unit. And then we're going to let it run and basically go through a tank of fuel and make sure that it's doing what it's supposed to do. Assuming that everything goes well, we'll fuel it back up and put it away and run it again in a few months. But for now, let's get to it. And it's going to be kind of noisy, so I'm not going to do a lot of talking down that way. We're just going to start it up and load test it and then let it run for a few hours. And then we'll fuel it back up and put it away. So let's head over to the generator. Okay, so I just checked the oil level on the generator and it's good to go. So we're going to go ahead and start it up, and we're going to put a load test on it. I've got a space heater that's a 1500 watt appliance. I'm going to plug it into each one of those 650 watt breakers and make sure that they'll both take a load okay. And if all that looks good, then we're going to let it run for a few hours and go through that last batch of fuel. And we'll see how she does, and that'll be a good maintenance run for this machine. And in the process, we'll watch it for leaks and to make sure that it's running right. Okay, we had a good generator run. Load checked fine, ran nice and smooth. We ran all the fuel out of it and we fueled it back up, put it away for the next test or an emergency, whichever happens first. And I wanted you guys to notice that I ran that generator outside, okay? Don't run these in your garage or inside of a building. Some people think that's okay. It's not. Accidents happen every year because of behavior like that. Run it outside like the manufacturer says. Get a nice long extension cord, run that inside. Enough said about that. Anyways, the fuel that we use to refuel these things, ethanol-free premium fuel. Ethanol blended fuels are for cars, not for these small engines. So around here in the mowers, the weed eaters, the generator, the engine on my boat, all these small engines, we run ethanol-free premium fuel and use a fuel stabilizer like this. There's a few on the market, take your pick. This one works just fine. It's readily available locally, auto parts stores, Walmart has it. You put the fuel stabilizer in your fuel and then run that generator for another 5 or 10 minutes to get the product up into the fuel system, because that's what it's protecting. The gaskets, the hoses, the seals, these things. That's about it for our generator check. It was a good run, and now we can put it away confidently knowing that it's ready to go. If you like this video, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you want to be notified about the next one, and thanks for watching our Home in the Sticks. We'll see you next time.